It's now 23 minutes moving up to the hour of 11 a.m. in Surface Solution, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. It's a pleasure to be here inside of Thursday's edition of House Guests, and it's the 27th day of March. The fair actually confused me. The 27th day of March 2024. It's a pleasure to have this panel right here with me. By no means, let me start with introductions. Ladies first, we have Ms. Janine Gonza, Communications Officer, SRDF. We have Bradley Tisson in our midst as well. Let me first say he's an all-rounder slash physical education teacher, Canaries, primary and infant school. And we have no other than capture. Yes, we have Mr. Kiefer Prosper.
No, we have Wayne Prosper.
Bradley Prosper here with us. Of course, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Before we get into the nitty-gritties, I would like each person maybe to just give us a short bio of who you guys are.
Since I'm not a player, I will exclude myself.
All right, I'm 47-year-old Bradley Tisson from the West Coast village of Canaries. I am a teacher by profession. Sportsman, I play both cricket and football. But today I'm here on behalf of being a player for the SRDF Soufriere Stumpers. Our plan this year is to go all the way and win the trophy this time.
I am not capture. My name is Wayne Prosper. I am a firefighter by profession, 36-year-old. I do for capture. But I am here as a representative of Soufriere Stumpers team. I've been part of the team for all these years of existence. I'm a senior player on the team. All-rounder, bowling all-rounder as well. And yes, like we said, the goal is to come out victorious, finish what we didn't do last year.
Definitely. And as we speak, the excitement is on, the heat is on. I know the captain himself is all pumped. And I'm expecting the team players as well to bring that very same energy on the battlefield. And I know this lady here will be taking you on heads, definitely.
Oh, I've already designed the belt. It has SRDF Soufriere Stumpers on it. So if we don't come home with the championship, in fact, I won't even say if we don't come home, because we will. All right?
Energy.
But if they decide that they're not going to give me what it is that I want, everybody is staying where they played the last match.
Coming out of the previous game, definitely, and having learned some lessons this year, what can persons expect for sure, and even the players as well, being able to learn the different techniques and maybe having some oversight with some things that could have been done better. What are you looking to bring in this time? People say the A game.
Well,
you guys.
In the last tournament, unfortunately, we ended up on the losing side. Right, and like the saying goes, nobody remembers the runners-up in any sports tournament. Right, from that game, there were quite a few mistakes on our end, to be quite fair. In terms of the batting, I think we were short a few runs. All right, but in cricket, runs on the board is runs on the board, and I still feel that we could have defended that total, but on the field as well, we made quite a few costly mistakes, which cost us this game. All right, moving forward to this year, we think that we are a bit better. We basically have almost the same team, with the exception of one player who went back to his home team. In regards to our batting, in my opinion, I think we have the best opening pair here on island. That's Ecstasy Manuel and Julian Sylvester. I think these two guys can win us any game at any venue at any time. It's just we have to come together as a team, play to our strengths, and just do what we came out to do.
Definitely. For you.
Yes, I think we analyzed as a team. We had a few tournaments before the coming up to the SPL. So we're not fortunate to have a practice area, but we actually played a couple games. But it's different when you're practicing as a team, because it's a franchise team. SPL is a franchise team. You get teams, players from different communities contributing. You buy players, you have homegrown players. But what we have done, we assessed what we needed other than the homegrown players, and we picked players we thought that would blend in with what we had already. So I think that the captain and the vice captain did a wonderful job going out to the draft, and they spotted out what we needed, and they picked the right players. And right now we're in the process of preparation, which is going to the field, doing what we lacked, which is the catching, the spot bowling. So the practice is what the preparation is where we are right now, and it's coming out wonderful.
I'm really happy you touched on that point because here I am about to ask you. I know a venue for rehearsals more or less has not really worked in your guys' favor, especially with the works being done on the field to that extent. I know some players also had to move to shorter playing field as well for their practice games, unfortunately. But in any and everything, do not let that hamper, the bigger picture of things to come. I'm not too sure if Ms. Collins has anything to share on that, same sentiments as well.
Well, I think with regard to practice, they are doing their best. I know you guys have a friendly match this evening as well. So they're getting practice from every corner that they can. So I think they'll be fine. Well, they have to be fine. They have no other option here, but they're working very well. And they did pretty well, even though they did not win the PM's Cup, but that served as practice as well. So they've been getting it in.
Definitely. They were close enough, and this time
There is no
I've
such
already-
thing as close enough.
I've already claimed the championship title coming to SRDF, so for Stumpers, definitely. Though we are concentrating on rehearsals, the game, what about mental preparedness? How are you all guys mentally?
Well, in terms of
Society's been built.
the mental part of it, our head coach Dalton Polius and manager Kiefer Prosper, I think especially Kiefer, he has been really at us for that part of the game. Especially myself, I know my strengths and my weaknesses, but certain times I let my weaknesses take over. But this year, Mr. Prosper has really been at me because he knows how good I am. He backs me. I just have to repay him with yes.
Okay, and even with that being said, in terms of you, this is what the dynamics pay off for you as a physical education teacher. You have to now incorporate that kind of same energy, the physics you bring to those students and transform that on the battlefield.
Yes. Well, as a PE teacher, I do all that with my students. People might say I'm a bit strict, a bit harsh, but when it comes to the mental part of it, I think the way I do it, it may not be the best for others, but I think it works for me and my athletes from Canaries. All right. Also, in terms of the anxiety, like you mentioned earlier, you could ask any of the players, the manager. I'm basically what they call in the classroom the class clown, like just to make sure everybody's at ease, like I crack jokes and that kind of thing, just to make sure everybody's relaxed and whatnot, even if we under pressure, just to make sure that we all keep our feet down and try our best to get the job done.
Yeah, in terms of the mental preparation, I said, like you said, the management team has done a wonderful job. Even like communication in the group chats, just to make sure that everybody is on the right level, same energy is being brought on. Not to forget that even the days of training is not only physical what we're doing, we actually assessing other players, watching tips. I have guys like the captain constantly sending videos for me, watching, just criticizing like your weaknesses and probably somebody else's other players we're going to run into in the tournament, big name players. So like motivational stuff coming around the board. Like what I like about the team is that the junior players are actually stepping up. You wouldn't tell the difference between who the junior players and the senior players, because the junior players are the ones they're the ones opening the batting, but they're the ones everybody scared of. And to the point that where you still have to think about guys like Bradley Tisson coming in the back end, guys like Shanai. So when this guy set a platform already, the benchmark, these guys, you put your opponents at a stage where they're not certain what's going to happen. And the opponents actually they actually studying these guys, our junior players. So I must say kudos to them, and I just like them to just know that they actually one of the biggest parts, the future of the cricket in Soufriere.
Just sitting there and listening to you, tension is building, anxiety, everything is building. I'm not the one on the battlefield, but I can actually feel, as the tournament draws nearer, I think sometimes persons may even develop panic attack. It does happen. What really works in terms of the meltdown? What relaxes you guys just before game time?
Well, we Caribbean people, so music plays a big part of it on the on the bus. And when you have guys that just we've been around each other for a long time, so it's a family. You feel like we go through a lot of hard times together. A lot of people do see the struggles of behind the scenes, and Miss Jenny could tell you about it. To organize these type of tournaments and actually prepare for these things take a lot, and we have been doing it by ourselves. We didn't have tournaments where we did our sponsors, but we must say thank you to SRDF, people like Jenny for always checking, doing a part, going extra, being cheerleaders, supporting to the extreme. So I must say that in terms of anxiety, I wouldn't say it comes natural to us that we know how to play, because everybody goes through that stage where you have depression or you're going through a bad phase. But for me, the way I deal with my anxiety and how to calm down is my music. I like to train, like the fact that I prepared for it. I feel like if I train well, there's no situation. If I put myself for a rough situation, the worst scenario, I know then in my mind mentally that there's nothing that on the field that I can't take on.
Okay. And for me, just sharing a little bit of advice, if it makes any sense at all, it will be having good night's sleep, eating healthy, drink lots of water, and ensure you're in great physique as well for those tournaments. Definitely. And maybe our physical education teacher can maybe enlighten us point. There are specific foods that you have to put into your system when you are going out to the field.
Yes, well, on what you mentioned also, eating right.
Just swimming physique teacher.
Yes, we adults, and there are some activities that we partake in, especially my buddy Mr. Monroe's. I think we need to curb on it a bit as the tournament gets nearer. Match days, the days before the game, like just curb on certain activities. I won't mention these activities, but
Okay, I can stop.
But in all honesty, I think the guys know, like Wade said, they've been around each other for a very long time. They've played together for many, many years. So I think if one person is feeling nervous, and I like what he said, if he puts himself in a position where he's already gone through everything there is to go through on game night, I mean, what else could you possibly experience that you would not have already done at home? So I think our boys are preparing for a win, because they say if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, and they're not like that. I know for a fact that they're always training, so it will come like second nature. And then you have clowns like Tisson on the bus who will make sure that everybody's laughing and everybody's in good spirits before the game. I don't want to say that they will not be nervous, but I think they will not be nervous.
Nice. And now let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is an exciting day. We have a road show, and let me tell you, just for you guys, the Soufriere Stumpers. How do you feel
Just
about
for you guys.
Well, it will be the first. I don't think we had one last time, no? All right, but I was part of one in 2019. 2019, yes, with the Chozel Caribbean Cup Masters. And what I gathered from it is like basically you involve the community.
Yes.
So tomorrow, I'm a little nervous because I'm not sure what to expect, but excited at the same time. All right, so I just hope that tomorrow is a wonderful day, not just for the players, but for the foundation itself as well and the people of Soufriere. So we're asking everyone from Soufriere, kids, grown-ups, just come out to support, and we will need your support to go all the way this year.
Definitely, and again, tomorrow this is where you all would have an opportunity again to reach out individually to your fans, family members, and of course various organizations who are interested in coming on board to make this whole tournament a great success, not just for SRBF, but for the community in the whole.
Sure, it is a great initiative. I think that sports in cooperation with branding or marketing. Yeah, so it's a franchise team, like we said, looking to make it bigger. If other sponsors are willing to partake, I mean, like we down for accepting anything, Jenny, right?
Right.
Yeah,
We
so
are
we
looking
help,
forward
we
to
help.
we are looking forward to
Yeah,
your corporate super
yeah,
coming on board,
right.
of course.
So I mean, the in the locker room or with the teammates, the anxiety with that is actually there because we've never been through. Unlike Mr. Tisson himself, which was part of another franchise team, we've never been on a road show before. So nobody actually knows what to expect. So you could see the energy kind of it not imbalance to the point where people messaging and finding out exactly what they have to do and what exactly it's about. But I know the SRDF always come through with us, and I know it will be a great show.
Okay, so let me allay your fears a little bit. All we want you guys to do tomorrow is bring your energy. I think our team has done a pretty good job at putting together not just the roadshow, but the meet and greets at the end for you guys. So we just want you to bring your energy. And we would have already shared the routes with you guys. So all you have to do is come with smiles and energy, right? But for members of the public, I think maybe we could share what we will be doing.
I think not giving too much information, but just a little. So just be there at 4 p.m. on the Soufriere waterfront and meet your team. It is an opportunity for you guys to come in and get, should we say 360 gold?
Well, we actually have prizes that they could win. So I think people would want to know what they could possibly win. Would you?
Definitely somebody can walk away with Mr. Tisson.
Well, I would not want anybody walking away with my players because I need them for April and May. But they can walk away with probably jazz tickets. Who knows? Maybe some Rise tickets, tickets to the games. And like you said, there is a 360 booth, so they could come, like have some fun with our players,
In terms of energy, Jennifer been in the camp, she know the energy high at the highest. I don't think no other team could ever match. You wouldn't tell the difference when we learn. Well, people call it losing, but you didn't tell the difference between when we learn and when we win. That's the type of mindset the Stumpers have.
They have a lot of energy, like too much, Karina. Like I think 2023 was a lot, It was a lot. I've never seen grown men with so much energy. It feels like a preschool. The amount of energy that they have going to the games and coming from the games. So I don't think they tire at all.
It's definitely a good thing, and it always keeps you in that mindset. Whether you lose, there is nothing like losing anyway, but whether you lose, it doesn't really affect you, especially mentally. It doesn't play on your psyche as well. So that's a very good thing. Another, I want to just encourage you guys, and I think it's a great thing for the organization to lend support, especially when it comes to developing, the sports in the community and giving persons like you guys who are very talented an opportunity to showcase that worldwide. I think it's a great, great thing. I know, and I have it deep in my bosom that you are the champions for 2025. I claim it, I feel it, and I'm a firm believer of information special. So that title is coming out to the SRDF. I have my good friends, Craftmasters, but then SRDF is taking them.
We wouldn't mind you supporting Craftmasters. I mean, Craftmasters is actually one of our family, but on the field you wouldn't tell. I know, like you have rivals that you always looking to play. Yeah, and knowing Mr. Tisson has been part of it, the ultimate he actually wants to get out or give.
That's the fun part of it.
Yeah, it's a competitive rivalry. Yeah, so we wouldn't mind you supporting because we actually support them too. We support each other. So positive energy, like you say, with the champions, you think positive, come positive, always stay positive. Nothing will change you, and that's one thing about sports. Sports prepare you for learning. People call it losing. You go through certain phases in your life. You won't be consistently winning. So you have to analyze yourself all the time as a sports person. So
It's true.
it prepares you for any hiccup you encounter.
And I would say with time, you grow, you learn, and you get better at
Yeah.
it.
That's true.
Um, Anything you wish to share as far as tomorrow is concerned? I know the waterfront is at 4 for sure persons, and again, we're appealing to the public. Ensure you are there on time at 4, not
And in blue.
4:50 or 5 o'clock, but 4.
All blue.
And in blue, because they are the boys in blue.
The sky isn't the limit.
That's right.
Besides the-
So yeah, but before that, our boys will be taken to the various SRDF operated sites. They will get the opportunity to meet with the staff and of course the people who are rallying behind them this this SPL season. I'm sure if there are people along the way, our boys would be happy to stop, say hello. I know, everybody may not be able to make it to the waterfront at 4 p.m., but if they are at home during that time, when we're going to the various sites, we have Colobet Beach Park, Sulphur Springs, Gopiton. If they're on the way, we have no issue stopping to say hello and for them to show the support that the boys so also very much need. Well, apart from tomorrow, we are hoping that Soufrierians come out this year to support our guys. We have games in Rosalie, Marsha, Viewfort, and Lafargue.
Yeah.
So if you can't make it to the North Games, make it to the South Games. They need all the support that they could possibly get. And like Wayne said, I mean, if you have a little extra cha-ching that you're willing to throw behind our guys, that is supported. Yeah. That is welcomed as well.
Thank you so much for that as well. And again, just an appeal, do come out and support. It is your very own. Charity begins at home. We're calling on each and every one of you guys, whatever part that you're hearing us, we're making that special plea. Come out and be part of it. Do not say it's not our thing or it's their thing. We're a community. Let's be united and stand together.
I'm sure you guys would want to big up the team. I know we have a few, from our draft pick, there are guys who are actually not from Soufriere. I think we have as far as Babuno or is it Grosile? So you guys could feel free to.
All right. Just want to shout out each of our players. I will start from calling our draft picks. We have Matteo Bologne from Grosile, Jovan Charles from Bouton, Isaiah Jones from Babano, David Andrew from Chozel, Tristan Monrose from Soufriere, Canis Richardson of Chozel. Our retained players, Dwight Thomas was part of our team last year, along with Clemson Rose. They both are from Chozel. And our homegrown players, Julian Sylvester, Shana Mesme, our captain, myself, Bradley Tisson, Kevin Garcia, Wayne Prosper, Dallas Monrose, and our Maki player. I have a very special name for him, but I won't say it here. Mr. Ecstasy Manuel. And when I tell you all this young man can bat, I could just sit and watch this young man bat for a day. I believe that this young man is at an international level in terms of his not just his batting, but his cricketing brain. He's that good.
He's also the vice captain.
Yeah.
So in that case, we have nothing to fear.
I don't think they have anything to fear, but I guess they're just trying to be humble. But I think we have a very diverse team. Like he said, at the drafts, of course, our homegrown players and our retained players would have already had their strengths. But I mean, no team is perfect. So at the drafts, they tried their best to select other players who would complement the team or who would make up for their shortfalls. So I'm hoping that it comes out nicely. Our first game is on April 12th in Rosile. So I think it's the fans that should be anxious, not the players. We really want to see what's going to happen this year. I mean, we were so close last SPL season, and I think they need to come out with a vengeance because we need that win.
And I think they will definitely do their utmost, given they had a whole lot of a year, to practice and everything else, and do their utmost, get them in that shape and come ready for this season, ready to the battle this season, and the support is there. At this time, if you want to do your shout outs, feel free to do so. If you have any birthday shout outs as well, I'm seeing the smiles.
Well, First of all, I would just like to say thanks again to our sponsor, the RDF, for coming through, and shout out to the management team, Mr. Prosper. I could say Mr. Mesme as well, Shana, because he helps out with that as well. Our captain, big up. Our two, I don't want to leave nobody out and single out, but the whole team come through, make sure your fans prepared for tomorrow, tell them about it. Shout out, everybody reach out for the support. We would appreciate it because in sports you consider the fans as a 13th, 12th player on the field, right? So Genevieve, you are in your voice loud in the finals. And I bowling, how much pressure? No pressure, huh?
No pressure.
No pressure. We have to stay calm.
No
Yeah.
pressure. No pressure.
So no pressure. But she says she have a belt. Big up. Everybody come through. The environment. The environment is one where you want to be around. Especially now they have cricket in Suzel. Suzel is a cricketing community. The environment different when you play in Suzel. So if you have your fans and people know from cricket in Soufriere and Suzel, people coming in, they know it's a rivalry, everybody want to battle, the excitement just different. So come through, support the vibe, don't let a match pass you all. Trust me, you're going to be there.
Definitely, and even with that, transportation has been arranged.
Yes.
From our ends, and if more persons are willing to come on board, this is that we will look at, the dynamics in terms of getting additional transportation to and forth. So it is not an issue if you are interested in going, but then at least, there will be conversations to at least let us know. So we take it from there.
Yeah.
You, Mr. Tisson.
No. Well, Mr. Prosper touched upon all the shout outs, but I still want to say a special thank you to the SRDF, also to the management team, including the captain. And I just want to shout out all the players again. And the fans, we're asking you all to rally with us. We may have off nights, bad games, but the plan is still to go all the way this year. And I just want to make a special shout out to my mom, who is here on vacation. I just want to say thank you for being there for me. And also to my two kids. I'm a sportsman. Well, I have a boy and a girl, and these two, when I play cricket and they are there, they ask me. So these two are one of my main motivations. My son and my daughter, they'll be present at, if not all, but a few of the games. I just want to say a special shout out to you all. Daddy loves the two of you very much.
What would you like to leave with us?
Just come to the waterfront tomorrow. That's all I want to say.
Pure
Just
energy.
make sure you're there. Just make sure you're there. We have players, we have music, we have prizes, we have 360 booths. What more could you want? Right? We have listen, the guys know because 2023 we were lit and it was 4 of us. Now 2025 we're adding to the mix. Yes. So it's only little, right? Yeah.
No doubt. Energy to the max.
To the max. Let me tell you, energy drinks have nothing on us. That's our team. I think the other players,
has nothing on us.
Nothing. I feel like fans from the other sides will be trying to enter our camp because, like Lorena said, for Carnival, Soufriere is the best because we do it the best.
Which is true. So, Soufriere, anything you want to add to the discussion?
All the best. Blessings. Thanks.
Yeah, and we're going to have a party when we win, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Yes, when we win, it's not if we win.
You have to show some
We're
encouragement
gonna
as well.
party.
So we will be treating you guys nice. Yes.
We're already treating them
Yeah,
nice.
already treating. No, right. I knew that one teachers.
It is now 2 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. So, Solution of Causation Curvin. It's been a pleasure to have you around as Soufriere Stumpers. And of course, look out tomorrow. Our road show is on, and we have a meet and greet on the Soufriere waterfront at 4 p.m. Tell a friend, bring a friend, and not forget as well, we will show support to Vanessa Joseph over at Rafters Diamond Soufriere tomorrow. Please come out and support a worthy cause. You never know tomorrow, maybe your turn. So come out and lend the support. Each one needs one. On that note, this is why I say thank you so much, guys. Thank you to you as well. It's been an awesome pleasure today, Thursday, the 27th day of March 2024. This has been House Guest Edition. Have yourself a productive one. Stay blessed. We're out. Hey, Parfait Magie, tomorrow 4 p.m. Soufriere with the fun.
Mettez l'homme au Wallis, hein?